Tonight, 50 Oklahoma National Guard members are patrolling the southern border, helping Texas with Operation Lone Star. Fox 25's Peyton May flew with the troops down to the border and takes us beyond the wall.
It might be the most controversial 50 feet in the nation, and Oklahoma National Guard is now joining the conflict. It's just a 2-hour flight or a 10-hour drive from Oklahoma City to El Paso, but for many of the Oklahoma National Guard members who volunteered to make the trek, they've traveled to a completely different world. Towering walls, razor wire, and a visible barrier as far as you could see.
It's really kind of been eye-opening, kind of the whole situation. I didn't expect to encounter this much action down here.
Technical Sergeant Logan Christensen is one of the 50 who accepted the mission from Governor Stitt to aid Texas in their southern border patrols.
Anytime there's any sort of state of emergency in the state of Oklahoma, Texas is always pretty quick to respond. We're used to working with them. So, I mean, we're just kind of basically returning the favor at this point.
Each member stands their guard either on the wall or beyond it, keeping watch of the rows of barbed wire and the people who are trying to cross them.
Got that group right there?
We stop them from crossing our concertina wire barrier, and we direct them to the ports of entry that are on either side of us here, and we tell them to cross legally.
But besides attempting to communicate and guide people to legal entry points, there's not much else they could do.
We aren't allowed to arrest or put hands on unless, life was in danger. So we would call Border Patrol or DPS to do that mission.
For those on the other side of the wall, it's a mission of desperation.
To me, I feel like it's a survival mode. They're really trying to get over here because whatever's over there is not for them and their family. So they don't want to listen to us.
Senior Airman Khalees Thomas says there hasn't been hostility yet, but that doesn't mean many of those searching for a better life necessarily give up.
They'll put clothing on and try to pull it up. They'll slide their kids through first, so that way they have to come through with their kids. But they have different tactics.
They already walked east, coming back west.
There's a group of people behind me here on the Mexico side of the border. They've been walking across that bridge back and forth, kind of teetering with that line. It's a divisive topic that is now drawn in the masses.
For the crowds up to a couple hundred is a little bit intimidating with just a couple of us versus a lot of them.
Even as National Guard members from Republican states start to fill the gaps in security, some aren't sure if there's a final solution in sight.
There's a lot more trying to cross illegally here than I expected to actually be here. And this is just one small sector, so I can't imagine along the whole border how that's going to pan out.
Troops have been here for the last few weeks, and they're expected to stay through the end of the month. Reporting in El Paso, Peyton May, Fox 25 News.